The passage above resonates with timeless wisdom that transcends specific cultures or eras, reflecting on life's various aspects and providing guidance on how one can live meaningfully, effectively, and with integrity. In a world often beset by confusion, challenges, and temptations, such words of advice act as guiding beacons to help individuals navigate through complex circumstances and emerge as more enlightened and responsible human beings. The piece is structured around a series of maxims that touch upon essential areas of life, such as leadership, humility, preparedness, integrity, and self-awareness. The opening sentiment, **** be a person of worldly intelligence if you desire to sit with kings ***, reminds us of the importance of broadening one's horizons beyond the local or familiar. In a world that is increasingly interconnected and globalized, the call to expand one's knowledge and experience beyond one's immediate surroundings is more relevant than ever. The limited scope of his village symbolizes a narrow-minded, provincial attitude that hinders one's ability to engage effectively with the wider world. Those who remain limited in perspective risk being viewed as out of touch or even a laughingstock in broader, more sophisticated circles. Worldly intelligence is not just about acquiring knowledge for its own sake. It is about understanding the diversity of human experience, different cultures, and various ways of thinking. This knowledge allows one to adapt, innovate, and respond more effectively to the demands of life, whether in leadership, business, or personal growth. Following this idea, the admonition to ***, travel far and wide, and you shall possess the secrets of man ***, reflects the age-old truth that travel is one of the best ways to gain wisdom and insight. To travel is not only to encounter new places, but to challenge oneself, to question one's preconceived notions, and to discover new ways of seeing the world. The secrets of man, in this context, refer to the deep, often hidden truths about human nature, society, and life that one can only glean through direct experience. Through travel, we not only learn about others, but also about ourselves, our limitations, and our potentials. The statement, ***, when fear leads the way, the destination is never glorious ***, emphasizes the destructive power of fear. Fear, while a natural human emotion, can often prevent us from achieving greatness. It limits our ambitions, keeps us in our comfort zones, and stops us from taking the necessary risks that are often required to achieve something remarkable. Fear can cloud judgment, making one overly cautious or hesitant, thereby missing opportunities for growth or success. To be led by fear is to allow it to dictate the terms of your life, and such a life is rarely one that reaches its full potential. The key to a meaningful and successful life, then, is to acknowledge fear, but not to let it dominate one's actions. Instead, one must confront fear with courage and determination, knowing that true glory comes only to those who are willing to take risks and face the unknown. The analogy of one candle lighting another to represent the sharing of wisdom and greatness of mind is a beautiful reminder of the power of human interaction and mentorship. Just as a candle can light another without diminishing its own flame, so too can knowledge and inspiration be passed on from one person to another, enriching the recipient without taking anything away from the giver. In this way, wisdom multiplies and spreads. This metaphor also serves as a call to action. To remain in solitude, isolated from others, is to deprive oneself of this kindling, this essential exchange of ideas and perspectives. In a world that often encourages individualism and self-reliance, it is easy to forget the value of community and shared learning. Yet, as this passage reminds us, greatness is rarely achieved in isolation. It is through our interactions with others, through listening, sharing, and collaborating, that we truly grow and thrive. The advice to take care with your speech is a reminder that words hold immense power. Words can heal, inspire, and unite, but they can also hurt, deceive, and divide. Speech, once uttered, cannot be taken back, and thoughtless words can lead to unnecessary problems or misunderstandings. Moreover, we are often unaware of who might be listening to our words and how they might interpret or use them. Thus, the call to be mindful of what we say is not just about avoiding conflict, but about recognizing the far-reaching consequences of our speech. In today's world, where communication is often instantaneous and far-reaching thanks to technology, this advice is particularly important. A single careless word can spread across the globe in seconds, causing harm or creating misunderstandings that are difficult to undo. The next piece of wisdom speaks to the value of diligence and proactivity. Asterisk asterisk, if you desire to claim a place in the world, arise early asterisk asterisk. This maxim is not merely about waking up early in the literal sense, but speaks to the broader concept of being proactive and industrious. In a competitive world, those who are slow to act or who wait passively for opportunities to come to them are often left behind. The slothful wolf starves, and the man who sleeps through life rarely achieves victory. Success comes to those who are prepared, who seize the day, and who take the initiative to create their own opportunities. The metaphor of the wolf speaks to the instinctual drive for survival and success, reminding us that in the natural world, as in life, those who are slow or complacent are often left behind. The reminder that storms can change course without warning speaks to the unpredictability of life. No matter how well we plan or how cautiously we live, life is full of surprises, both good and bad. Thus, it is crucial to be adaptable and prepared for the unexpected. This advice encourages us to cultivate resilience and flexibility so that when the inevitable storms of life arise, we are not caught off guard. In this way, the storm becomes a metaphor for the challenges and hardships that everyone must face at some point. Those who are prepared to brave the storm are the ones who emerge stronger on the other side. The suggestion to defeat your enemies in the fields before they reach your house is a call to be proactive in dealing with challenges or threats. Whether in business, personal life, or in relationships, it is often wiser to address problems early, before they grow into larger issues that are more difficult to manage. This advice emphasizes the importance of foresight and strategic thinking. It also implies that, by addressing problems head-on before they become crises, one can maintain control over their life and circumstances, rather than being forced to react to problems once they have become too large to ignore. The acknowledgement that old age is inevitable serves as a reminder that no matter how cautiously we live, we cannot escape the passage of time. Rather than avoiding or fearing old age, this wisdom suggests that we should embrace the reality of aging and live fully in the time we have. The idea of joining the fray and fighting for something worth obtaining is a call to live a life of purpose and meaning, rather than simply coasting through life. It is better to engage in the struggle of life, to fight for what is meaningful, than to avoid conflict and challenges only to find oneself facing old age without having truly lived. The distinction between a good friend who speaks truly and the one whose speech is always pleasant is an important reminder about the value of honesty and integrity in relationships. A true friend will tell you what you need to hear, even if it is not always what you want to hear. In contrast, someone who is always agreeable or flattering may not have your best interests at heart. This advice speaks to the importance of surrounding oneself with people who are honest, trustworthy, and who will challenge you to be the best version of yourself. The idea of leaving a lasting legacy is another key theme. The question of what will be etched into history about your life, what legend will be left behind, is called to reflect on the impact you are making in the world. What are you doing that will have lasting significance? How are you contributing to the betterment of society? These are questions that everyone should ponder daily, as they help to guide one's actions and decisions. This wisdom encourages us to live with purpose and intention, always striving to leave the world a little better than we found it. The reminder that there is always a sage wiser and a warrior bolder than yourself is a humbling acknowledgement that no matter how accomplished or wise you may be, there is always someone who knows more or who is stronger. This recognition should inspire us to remain humble and to continue learning and growing. It is also a caution against becoming too comfortable or complacent in life. Boastful thinking and exclamations of one's brilliance attract misfortune into one's life, as pride and arrogance often lead to downfall. The advice to live humbly, with quiet confidence, is a valuable reminder that true strength and success do not need to be broadcasted. Those who are truly confident and accomplished do not need to boast or draw attention to themselves. Instead, they let their actions speak for themselves. This humility not only attracts less trouble, but also garners more respect from others. The metaphor of enemies lurking in the shadows serves as a reminder to remain vigilant in life. Whether in business, relationships, or personal growth, challenges and adversaries often appear when least expected. Being cautious and aware of potential threats before they arise allows one to navigate through life more safely and successfully. In the same vein, the call to moderate oneself ruthlessly speaks to the dangers of excess, particularly greed. Allowing greed or desire to consume you will bring nothing but sorrow, as it leads to imbalance and ultimately self-destruction. This advice encourages a life of moderation, self-control, and discipline, recognizing that happiness and fulfillment come not from the endless pursuit of more, but from appreciating and making the most of what you have. The observation that the critical man is quick to point the finger is a reminder that those who are most judgment